guys, this is JVB with a vlog, with a Wednesday vlog on Thursday. Yeah. I've been just super busy with figuring out ways to bring my business online. So my computer is definitely shut. I cannot work on music, and that's been driving me fucking crazy, to be honest. It's a huge challenge for me, and I have to wait for someone to build me a computer. And besides, it's not being cheap. I also have to wait for the person to be, get all the materials together, and that's gonna take another week or so, or 10 days, like almost 2 weeks. So I have a lot of downtime, and actually I realized all this downtime is actually the perfect time for me to work on other things that I haven't been working on. My whole internet presence, like Instagram, learning more about Instagram and learning more about playing the piano and writing songs more like from a more organic place. No more waiting, wasting, wasting. So it's been challenging, but at the same time, I always like to take something good away from when something bad happens. And so that's, I think, my takeaway is that there's a lot of business stuff to learn. And I mean, let's face it, as musicians, it's not just about the music part. You also have to be business savvy, and you have to kind of like figure out ways how you can generate and survive in this crazy business. I had a cool conversation for lunch with Jim, and it was kind of funny how, I think a lot of us go through this. Like a lot of artists, we go through, a period where we feel like down and nothing is happening, no placements are happening, no shows are happening. Maybe you don't even feel inspired to really write music, which we all go through that, And besides the obvious things like, collaborate, right? Like surround yourself with people, like read something inspiring and force yourself to write. I've been forcing myself to write lyrics every night before I go to bed. And it's been really helpful because I know that when you're writing, you're working a muscle, and the more you work the muscle, the better you're gonna get. So you really wanna not stop writing, even if you feel not inspired. It's not just being inspired. You want to be on, because when things come up, opportunities come up, you want to be on top of your game, because someone else is going to take your spot if you are not on top of your game. If you're not good, someone else will get the writing session. I went to Starbucks not too long ago, and there's always this guy who does he's just inspiring dude. He would come up and just out of the blue just say things, and the one time we were just sitting down and he's like, how you guys doing? How's Otto's daughter? I'm like, well, we broke the band up, and I'm just kind of do my solo thing right now. And he's like, oh, that's cool. He's like, and then again, out of the blue, and I love that because I totally believe there's no accidents. Everything happens for a reason. And he just looked at me in Germany. He's like, you guys know that's not a failure, right? He's like, you already won. You already won the game, because maybe you're not where you want to be, but you already won because you're doing what you love. You have the balls to pursue your dreams. You are living your purpose. You're not following something that is really not satisfying. That is so freaking true. I'll hear people say, I regret, if I could, do it all over, I wouldn't have done what I did. And honestly, I mean, throughout the times where I was completely broke, I couldn't even pay my rent sometimes, I would still do it all again. I would do it slightly different. I would be smarter about it, because there was a lot of things I just didn't know, right? But at the end of the day, your experience is what really matters, because when you die, you won't take all the belongings that you accumulated, your cars, your amazing furniture, yeah, it's awesome. I love furniture too, and I love good things. I love having great things, but you don't take them with you. What mattered is your personality and what you experienced. So, us touring all over the US, that was the most amazing experience. And even when we were hardly eating, it was still freaking awesome, because we did it, you know what I mean? So give yourself credit for when you think, yeah, I failed, because I know a lot of musicians go through this. It's not easy to tour. And honestly, touring only really works if you have a team that is on the same page. If you have people in the band who are, they have a lot of responsibilities financially or personally, family life, it's really hard for them to like go if they have to take care of their family, you know, and they don't make a lot of money. So, and you can't expect to make a lot of money right away when you tour, because you know you got to start somewhere, and it's not easy at first. But you know, you're doing what you love. So give yourself credit for whatever you've achieved in the past. Like, you know, when you look at yourself right now and you're like, oh man, I feel like, you know, I failed, I should have never done this. If I would have, of course, if I would have not put everything into my music, I probably would have a house by now, and I would have like, you know, 3 cars. I would be going to all these vacations. But I mean, would I have time to go to those vacations, or would I be working my ass off in that job? Or would I be really miserable working in that job? So whatever you're doing or whatever you have done, I think regretting what you've done in the past is absolutely not productive at all. And it's not helping you right now or for the future, because all you're thinking about is regret. Instead, everything you've done, see it as awesome. I got my heart broken. Awesome. I got burned by these people, right? Awesome. Because why? I learned. That was my lesson to learn. I can regret it all I want. I can't change it. It's happened. Okay? Nothing you can do about it. All you can do about now is like, okay, what have I learned from that situation, and how could I make this better, or apply my lessons that I've learned and pursue what I still want to pursue, but in a smarter way than I have done it in the past. So I just wanted to share that, because that, you know, that was so inspiring to me when he said that. I realized, I'm like, fuck yeah, you know, I've accomplished a lot. Yeah, I'm not where I want to be, but I've accomplished a lot, and I should give myself credit for all the things I have done. And you should give yourself credit for all the things you've done. When I don't do music, as you already know, I really like to inspire other people, because I myself get down. It is really hard sometimes to like stay positive and stay motivated and stay inspired, because there's so many things most of us want to do. We are all creative people, and we have so many ideas in our heads, and it gets so overwhelming that in my case, I just get paralyzed and I just don't do anything. And I think I've talked about that in a few videos before this, but it's very common for us to do, right? And so really important to stay on track and stop beating yourself up, and being nice to yourself. Always treat yourself like you would treat someone you truly love and care about, because you are all you've got. You know, you came here by yourself, you're gonna leave by yourself, and when everything really shuts down and when everything goes crazy, you are on your own. You know what I mean? Always trust yourself first, and go for resources within yourself first, because we love playing the victim. And I'm not saying you're the victim, but I'm saying that I've thrown many pity parties, feeling sorry for myself or beating myself up, playing the victim. I'm not the victim. I can do something about my situation. It may not be easy, because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. No one will ever care about you as much as you do. You know what I mean? And yes, you might be self-destructive right now because you don't care about yourself, because you've totally dismissed all your power, all your strength, all your abilities. But deep inside, you know that you're capable of so much more, you know, if you really look for it. And everything I post, I'm not trying to preach, but I'm telling you that everything I post is because I go through these things, and I know that other people go through these things too. And I really want to share this and help them and you to realize that you're not alone, and that you are way more powerful than you think you are. All right, this is a long vlog. I didn't mean for it to be that long, but I wanted to get that out. Maybe you'll have your Friday vlog on Saturday, because that just seems the way I roll lately. I apologize, but I know you guys don't really care. So appreciate you for being here, for subscribing to my channel. And if you have any comments, please leave them below. And if you would love to support me on Patreon, go on to the link below. Get to hear new music I'm doing, and especially now that I have to challenge myself, not being able to write with my computer, with all my fancy loops and whatnot. I mean, I have apps on my phone, but I actually record on my phone, so I can't really do it from my phone. But there's different ways to do things. You know, it's not the only thing, but it's funny when you rely just on one thing and all of a sudden that doesn't work, and it's like, shit, what do I do? Wow. Expand your mind, expand to all the other possibilities out there, because there's plenty of them out there. Love you guys, and I will talk to you very soon in the next video. Thank you.